Time magazine recently raised an important question, namely, does North Gaza reveal Israel's endgame? This headline sheds light on a senior Israeli military officer remarks about the removal of Palestinian civilians from northern Gaza, raising critical concerns about Israel's long-term intentions in the region. The article explores fears of potential annexation and resettlement, as well as the humanitarian implications of restricting aid to displaced populations. This issue is deeply intertwined with the broader strategy or lack thereof articulated by Israeli leaders. As the situation unfolds, it forces us to question whether this marks a shift towards permanent military presence and settlements despite international scrutiny and legal challenges. The uncertainty surrounding this endgame continues to cost lives and shape the future of Gaza. To unpack these complexities, we are joined now by Dr. Suhail Diab, a professor of political science and expert in Israeli affairs. Welcome. Now, Dr. Suhail, what do you think of the growing discord between Netanyahu's government and the Israeli military leadership, and what are the reasons behind it?
Greetings, everybody. In fact, the disagreements between the military side and the political one are not really something new. They didn't start out after the 7th of October, but they in fact started way before that, specifically after the discussion that happened, or specifically after the issues that happened inside Israel after the judicial coup took place. In fact, as well, the military had a very clear stance. They expressed that any coup in the judiciary, in the Israeli judiciary, is going to undermine the interests of the Israeli state and its consolidation. And as well, we have seen how in March 2023, Netanyahu dismissed Gallant. A few months before the 7th of October actually happened. And so, for that matter, I'm trying to just prove to you that these disagreements date way back, and they started out before the flood of Al-Aqsa took place. But this can be attributed to four main points. Who's responsible for the 7th of October? Is it the political side or the military side? And who actually gave a chance for that to happen in the first place? What we can see in Israel, inside Israel, is that there's a lot of name calling and finger pointing. You know, sometimes accusations are just thrown at the Mossad, at the Shabak, and at security agencies, and that's what Netanyahu does, and he just wants to exempt himself from any responsibility regarding the 7th of October. The other point I would like to shed light on is how the war was going on in Gaza before the Israelis went or attacked Lebanon. There was a discord between Gallant and Netanyahu managed to do an incursion into Gaza, and then came the subject of Rafah and the colonization of the Philadelphia corridor. In fact, a lot of skirmishes were happening inside Israel between the political arena and the military arena regarding these subjects. And there's another issue right now that's stirring a lot of disagreements inside Israel. There are a lot of subjects here including, for instance, the conscription of the Haredi Jews into the Israeli army. In fact, this specific subject is causing a lot of tumultuous skirmishes inside Israel. The other point is actually now political, and it has two sides. The first side is the relationship between Israel and the United States, and the military of Israel just wants to maintain connections with the United States. But the military arena, the military side inside Israel just wants to shed or keep shedding light on the discord with the United States. The political side in Israel wants to impose full control over Gaza and to even establish permanent settlements inside the Gaza Strip. And today, the Minister of Finance, the Israeli Minister of Finance, stated that it is necessary for a military rule to take place inside Gaza. And in fact, this is going to be less costly than the war.